What will you do if you have zero friends and everyone you meet rejects you? If you are given it a lot of time, met different people, ask their advice, ask what you are doing wrong, and everyone says you are great, nothing wrong with you. They are just busy. Then, from my experience, it's time to stop asking. I have encountered this situation for over 20 years. I am now middle aged. Actually, the problem with the lot of people is even if you are like a piece of shit, they will say like there is nothing wrong with you because you are living in this society where we shouldn't hurt anyone. Like you, if you are being fit and you are talking about fitness and people will talk to you about like you are a misogynist or you are like fat phobic person in our society. So that's a normal thing for us. And we can't say to a man that you're not working your ass off. Like, of course, I'm not David Goggins, but yeah, if you're not doing that much, put any effort to your life, you can't expect other people to give respect to you. But at the same time, in this modern society, we are not able to not attack. I mean, you can't be a little bit rude to them. It's time to stop asking. I have encountered this situation for over 20 years. I am now middle aged. I also witness it happens to other people. If you're in a populated place with lots of choices of people and you have tried everything working on your personality and social skills, I even saw therapists to try to investigate the issue. Everything came back and there's nothing wrong with me. Then it's time to think outside the box. In my case, it turned out it was nothing wrong with me. People are fickle and superficial. As soon as I started going gym more and getting bulkier slash more manly, suddenly everyone became completely different toward me. As soon as I became lean with defined chin and lines, people all wanted to know me. Even cafe staff light up when they see me, even if I'm not smiling. Actually, this is especially what happen if you're being physically attractive or anything. Like this has also exactly happened to me in my life. When I was during the times of my high school, I started to work out when I was like 15, 16. I'm just doing home workout. From that point to even now, I wasn't able to go to gym. I started to do my home workouts. Before doing home workouts, after the quarantine period of my life, it was a complete tragedy to be honest. I wasn't able to go and talk with people that much. I was like, I can't able to speak any words from my mouth. Due to the quarantine time, I wasn't not able to socialize with people. I ended up in a situations where I can't able to go and talk with more people. So it made me feel like I wasn't able to go and do it. So I can't able to talk to anyone. And every people treated me like I was a piece of shit and I wasn't able to concentrate on my studies because of this, and I had a toxic relationship back then. Because of all of these problems, I wasn't able to focus on my studies, and my grades are dropped too low that I was getting like 30th rank out of 50 students like that. I was a below average student. I became like a below average student. The people treated me much worse each and every day. But after the moments, I started to work out much more in my. I still did my home workouts like see my bicep. This is what home workouts looks like. And when I started to do home workouts and build some muscle, not muscle actually. During those times, I was still skinny, but I had more veins on my arms, so people will treat me a bit different. I was a bit more athletic during this, and after that, I was a bit more athletic. I can run and each and everything. The people give me so much more and much more respect, and I feel kind of happy cause of my physique was changing, and I get my bit more jawline. and everything, people treat me a bit more different, with more respect, to be honest. People started to respect me because of me doing workouts. I was able to do 20 to 30, 50 push ups, while the other person can't even do one singular two push ups. So it made give me a much more confidence, to be honest. I was much more confident because I was fucking better than the other person. And that is the thing that fuels my ego. That fuels my ego. I was better than other person. That is the thing that I always wanted in my life. Even now, maybe. That is why I'm improving myself each and every day constantly. So yeah, let's look at what happening with them. It is never discussed. You're always told be a good person, or whether people want to know you or not depends. People want to know you or not depends on personality. But my experience is the exact opposite. I was always a good, decent person. The thing is, you can be a very much good person or anything, but if you want other people to respect you, you need to acquire some kind of thing that they can do it. If you're being very good at your career than others, they give a respect to you. They will be happy to talk to you. And social skills are very much important, and that is the thing that I preach about online. Social skills also an skill, but you also need to improve in some other areas of your life, like in your fitness life or in your career or anything. You need to start to improve it, and that's how you can express with the things with your social skills with people, so other people like you much more. The problem is that if no one wants to know you from the first moment, that's not personality. It can be they haven't given you enough time to get to know you yet. Actually, in the fastest way to improve first impression is we can give you can watch a lot of YouTube videos where they say like the fastest way to improve the first impression is have a good smile, have a good thing, and like that. But actual the best way that you can improve first impression is having a good physique. If you had a good physique, I'm not having an amazing physique or anything. I will be completely honest. I haven't like in terms of bodybuilding or in terms of physical active sports, I have like an 4 by 10 physique. Yeah, I will be complete on 4 by 10 physique for an working out person and person who is doing exercises. But if you compare me with the average persons who doesn't even wake up from the couch eating random junk food all day, I was totally out of. I was totally different from them. You can actually see that. So when I was in a good, better shape, the other persons will treat me much more respectable way. And even if you're not even talking with the other person, even if you're just glancing at you, it will form a good respect on you cause you're doing something, you're doing an odd work that the other people doesn't put on themselves for improving their health. It is gotten superficial as people can't know you from the first minute. That takes time. Once I realized this, everything changed. The first impression is the most important thing in people for building respect. You can build trust only when you can build trust from it takes much more time. But to form respect, you can form respect within a second that you see the other person. If you saw a policeman who is much more fit, it will just in a spark of time you will form much more respected. If another next to him who was much more fatter and he can't able to go run and chase and thief, you wouldn't form that much of respect to him. And that is the exact thing that you need to be more as a man, as a boy, you need to be more athletic, much more manlier, and everything just like this guy is saying here. Once I realized this, everything changed. Once I ignored all the glitch politically correct advice to better myself internally, everything got better. Actually, you need to be better internally too, but the most important thing that the other persons can actually see in the moment is your body language and your physique. You need to improve your physique, and then you need to improve your body languages and each and everything. And then only people can actually able to know about your personality. If you're like a person who is so much fatter and so much ugly that other person doesn't even want to take a glance at you, how will you expect you, if you, even if you have a very good personality, how will you expect other persons to know that? Your physique, your first impression is like an index page, not like index page, and cover for the book. Of course, there are many people say like don't judge a book by its cover, but everyone does it. So you need to be better prepared for it. Even my own family changed and started calling me. It was always me before. Even now, people try to deny it as they hate the thoughts of human beings so superficial they make up exterior, just probably just more confident. So, it's such an extreme difference in how people treat me. The only change was my body fat percentage and muscularity. I'm big, muscular, and defined now. I'm no longer alone. People respond to my texts. New people want to get to know me and agree to meet up afterwards. And people show interest in me. They reciprocate my interest, and socializing is so much easier. People sometimes are proactive and contact me first. That literally never happened before. I'm no longer lonely as a result of this, not because I worked on myself internally. I'm the same person and won't allow anyone tell me otherwise or try to cover this up. As it was that advice that kept me stuck for decades. And now I have done part in my life. The actual thing is you can go and watch a lot of YouTube videos of like how to improve your confidence, how to make other persons respect you. But if you want the other person's respect for your lifetime, you need to improve on something that other persons can't able to do in their life. And it is actually much more easier. Most people are being lethargic losers in their life. So if you're being a little bit much more than the other persons, you'll be stand out. If you're started to work out normally and being consistent in that, you'll be much more better than the other persons who are not even doing workouts. So you will build respect from other people much more easier and in a quicker way. It's not only our workouts, but it is an important thing for each and every human being. Exercising is a very important thing for a human being. You need to completely do it, and it is a much more priority to you. Like health is the most important thing. You will be talking like I don't have time. You need to make your time for it. Of course, I can also complain the same thing about that, but if I had been doing that, I wouldn't be able to show my bicep on the videos like this. So you need to better work on that, and you need to also work on your body languages and each and everything. But if you just started to improve your physique, and it will boost your confidence by how other people treated you, and your body language will be much more naturally, it will be much more open language. You don't have to be sit there and do it like that. It will be much more natural for you to do it. So that's see you later.